Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Toni and I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 kids. And this is my last video in this little series about what we're using next year. So I have so far talked about what I have used for my 1st grader, my 4th grader, and my 6th grader. And today we are talking about my 8th grader. So if you missed any of those other videos, you can head down to my description box when you're done here and check out the playlist that has all those videos that shares what we're using for all of my kids for next year. And then later this week, I will have our group subjects video that's gonna cover the things that we're doing as a whole family. So if you don't wanna miss that, make sure that you are subscribed and you click that notification bell so you don't miss when that video comes out. So we are gonna talk all about my 8th grader, so let's go. So my 8th grader, it always makes me a little bit sad to talk about my oldest because she just keeps getting older. Makes me sad. I guess that's the way it works. But anyway, I really struggled with last year, her being in middle school for the first time, being in 7th grade, and now we're going into 8th grade, which is like the last year before we hit high school. And that makes me a little bit sad. But we're gonna make it a fun year, and I'm really excited about the things that we've chosen. I am changing my perspective this year and kind of my goal, especially when it involves my oldest daughter, because this is 8th grade and because this is really, I don't know what the future is gonna hold. I don't know what high school is going to be like, if we'll be doing stuff together or not, but I wanna really embrace the group subjects that we can do together because I don't know how much of that we'll do in high school. So there are some subjects that, as I talked about in my other videos, I've decided to group my kids differently this year. So we do have some group subjects that we'll be doing all together as a family. And those, like I said, I'll talk about later this week. But I also, for especially history and science, I'm combining my 1st grader and my 4th grader together for those subjects, and I'm combining my 6th grader and my 8th grader together for those subjects. So I will be sharing a little bit of our small group subjects today that my 6th and 8th grader are going to be doing together. But later we'll talk about what we're doing as a family, because I still want to do things as a family. I don't want to, last year I gave my daughter some more independence when it came to science especially, and it was fine, but I don't want to do it this year. She's going to be with us, and it's going to be fun. I've never grouped them together like this before, so I'm really excited to see how that works. I think I can do kind of more challenging things with my 6th and 8th grader, and then my 1st and 4th graders can do some more of the fun stuff, and I think it'll be great. So let's talk about what we're doing for her. So first of all, for math, we will be sticking with Christian Light Education Math. That went really well for us last year. She really thrived with it. I'm so excited about the way we finished up the year. So it ended up being such a good fit for my daughter, who will be in 8th grade. So I'm really excited about her continuing on with that. I've done reviews of Christian Light Education before, so if you are curious about it, I'll link one of those videos above. And it's very independent, which is great. It teaches the lesson to the child. It's really good. So that was a really good fit. So we will be sticking with Christian Light for math. We are also, for reading, we will be doing Christian Light Education for reading. I won't say this was her favorite thing. She's one that if it's not a mystery or it's not like edge of your seat to read the whole story, she finds it boring. But that's life. Sometimes you've got to read good literature, or you've got to read good stories that maybe are not going to be the most exciting or the most suspenseful. And these are good quality stories, and not only the stories, but the actual reading curriculum was just so good. It's got so much more in it than just reading comprehension. It's got literary terms and all the things that you would need. Like, I feel like it's a lot of language things too mixed in there. It's just really solid, and it was good for her. So she's going to be doing the next level of Christian Light Education reading. For the reading, it's only a half-year reading curriculum. They give you 5 light units. So my plan is I'm going to do it a little different than I did last year. Last year I had them do reading like every other day or a few days a week to spread it out for the whole year, and that was fine. But I think this year I'm going to do the other option, which is to just do the whole 1st semester of reading, and she will do those 5 light units in the 1st semester, and then the 2nd semester we're going to focus more on good literature. I'm not sure if I'll order those literature guides or something like that kind of goes along with the books, or if I will just have them read assigned books. I'm not really sure how I'll do that, but that'll be the second semester. First semester, we're gonna stick with the Christian Light reading, and I think that'll be really good. So for language, I've been on the fence, but I'm pretty sure that we're gonna do Christian Light Education's language also. I'm not sure what level we're gonna do. Their levels are, you're supposed to take their placement test and then you place them that way. We have been away from Christian Light's language for a few years now. So I wanna make sure I don't put her too far ahead and then some of this stuff that they've covered, she doesn't know, and then her feel kind of behind the whole year. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna place her yet, but I'm pretty sure 90% chance that we're gonna be putting her in Christian Light Education's language, and I'll just place her in whatever level that I think is a good fit. And if we work kind of fast through that, then she might be able to keep bumping through. But no matter what level, it really is such a solid, strong curriculum. I'm still really looking forward to it because it is such a good curriculum. So another thing that I got specifically for her, and I'm not sure, I haven't worked out how often we're gonna be using this yet or not, it's called Discovering God's Way of Handling Money. And this is just a little workbook. It's put on by Crown Financial Ministries. It's a financial study for teens. I think would be really good for her to just kind of learn and really understand a biblical perspective on money with giving versus saving versus spending, because we haven't really done a lot with that. They don't bring in a whole lot of money, my kids, and I wouldn't say she is the best with money. She likes to spend. So I think this will be good to just kind of teach her the basics, and it's just a nice little workbook. So we are gonna work on this here and there just to try to get a little better with money. I got it at a thrift store and it just looked like a good book, so I'm excited about that. The next thing that we're gonna be doing, I don't have, some of these things I haven't ordered yet, so I'm just sharing with you guys, so I'll put a picture up if I don't actually have the book with me. Next thing that we're gonna be doing is Biblioplan History, which we have done the last couple years, but we are going to be doing it just with my 6th and 8th graders this year. So it is kind of a combined group subject, but it's just for these two. So I think it's gonna be really good. We're doing modern days, which I'm really excited about. I think it'll be cool. Love Biblioplan. It's been a super good fit for us. And I'm excited to just have these two together, my 6th and 8th graders, because I feel like we'll be able to do a little bit more and step it up a little bit with some of the assignments and have it a little bit more challenging for both of them because I won't have my 4th grader in there with them. So I think it'll be good. For Bible this year, we are going to be doing a brand new Bible curriculum that I've never done, and I'm really excited about it, and it is Christian Light Education's Bible. They are little light units like this. This is not the one we're doing. I got this at a thrift store just to kind of peek through, and once I looked through it, it was really great. Well spent 50 cents. But we're not gonna do the 7, we're gonna do, I think, the level 5, which starts with the Old Testament. So that is what we're gonna be doing for both of my big girls. So I'll be doing 6th and 8th grader together with Bible, we'll read it together, and then they'll have their workbook assignment to do separately. And they're both gonna do the same thing. I'll give you guys a flip through once I get the curriculum in, but I'm really excited about it because I've heard so many good things about it. And everything else I've used with Christian Light has been so good. So I'm sure their Bible is going to be really great. So I'm excited about that. It's a different kind of Bible. We've done like an inductive Bible study this past year. We've also done devotions. We've also just read through the Bible. So this will be different because it's a workbook style. And I think they'll learn a lot when it comes to dates and facts and things like that. That'll be really good. Now, the next thing that we are going to be doing for science, I'm combining my 6th grader and my 8th grader for science together, which I'm really excited about. So this is going to be a little bit different. I'm combining 2 different curriculums. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 4 quarters of studying 4 different things, so different units. So what I have is from The Good and the Beautiful, I have the marine biology, which I printed out a couple years ago because it was a free download. I'm assuming that it's still a free download, so you guys should check it out because all I had to do was I paid to get this printed and bound at like Staples, but you could probably print it at home. Anyway, we never used it. I printed it out and then I really loved the looks of it, so I ordered some of their other units, and then we never got around to using this one. So we're gonna be doing marine biology together, so that'll be fun. I also still have their meteorology that I also have I ordered this and we never got around to using it the year that we were doing their science, and their science units were really great. So my oldest has been wanting to study meteorology. These are K through 8th grade. So I think it'll be really good. Their science is really solid. I love it. 2 of the quarters this year we'll be doing the Good and the Beautiful. The other 2 quarters we will be doing master books, and this is I think it's General Science 2, the set. I ordered these because I found out about this co-op near us, and it was a co-op that actually is more of a school type thing where they teach science, a science curriculum, and they teach a history curriculum. So it's not like art and gym and stuff like that. It's just science and history. And it sounded really great, and so I ordered the curriculum, and then I stepped back a little bit and realized that it was too much for us, and it wasn't going to be a good fit for this year. But I ordered the books, so I have them. So I thought what I'm going to do is 2 of the quarters this year I will be using these books. So what we have is fossils, we have geology, caves, and archaeology, and these look really good. I'm going to order the teacher's book that goes along with these, since I will be the one teaching it, since I wasn't going to be teaching it at co-op. And I'll just have my girls pick 2 of these that seem the most interesting, and that's what we'll do this year. So I don't know how I'll mix up the 4 science units, but we'll be doing master books along with the Good and the Beautiful, and I think it'll just be fun, and it'll just be an interesting year, just mixing those 4 topics up that are not necessarily related. So that is what we're doing for science, and we will see how that goes. The last individual subject, which my 6th and 8th graders will actually be doing together, I'm still on the fence about, I will be honest. I decided, and I talked about it in my 6th graders video, and then when I was reading comments from people, it made me kind of nervous because I was already nervous about it, and other people kind of agreed with the reason I wasn't using it. So I'm like 60% chance gonna use this. If you guys have a writing curriculum that you love that is not a DVD curriculum, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm still open to suggestions. And I just I've taught writing to the girls, and it's been fine. A lot of creative writing. It's not that hard to teach. I was always pretty good at English, so it wasn't a big deal, but they do need a little bit more structure, and I want to make sure they're not missing out on certain aspects of writing, but I just don't know which one to use. So 60% chance, sorry about that we're going to be using IEW's writing. So I've got the student writing intensive, and then this is teaching writing structure and style, and there is DVDs that go along with it that they watch on Mondays, and then it teaches them how to do it, and then they do the activities throughout the week. So we used this years ago. It was a little much for them at the time. I felt like it felt like it took a long time to watch the videos because I had to watch it with them. I don't know, I felt like it was a long time of sitting and watching like a 30-minute video on how to do it, and then they had to do the practice, and then I had to like grade it, and it just wasn't, I'm not a DVD mom. I don't know. I just have never done really anything except for this with DVDs. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know. You'd think it, actually, I guess I did Math UC, and it was a DVD math curriculum, and I ended up not liking it. So I'm not a huge fan of DVDs when it comes to teaching the kids stuff. I don't know. It's just not my favorite thing. So I don't know. I have this, and that is why right now, unless I come up with something else, we're probably going to use this. If I find something else that I feel like would be a better fit and would be fun. They enjoy writing, especially my 8th grader. She loves to write. She loves creative writing. So that's why I'm not sure if she needs this, because she's good at writing on her own. My 6th grader needs a little bit more direction, so this could be good for her, but I kind of want to put them together. So help me out here, please. If you guys have a good suggestion, please let me know, because I just don't know. But I've got to make a decision because we're starting school in a few weeks, and I need to order everything, so I'm a little behind. But that is everything that we're doing, individual subjects and the tiny group subjects for my 8th grader. So I'll have a video out the next couple days about what we're doing for group subjects that will cover geography and Spanish and what else? Art, poetry, music, stuff like that. So I'm really excited about those because those are really fun subjects. So make sure you are subscribed and make sure you click that notification bell if you are not. so that you don't miss out when that comes out. And if you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. That's always an encouragement. And thank you guys for being here. And this wraps up our individual subjects. Don't forget to go check out the playlist if you have not watched the other ones. And let me know if you have any suggestions for writing, because I would love it. Okay, thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.